Hello and welcome to 48 Detailing. My name is Zaia. I really appreciate you guys joining in another episode of What's in the Shop, where I take you throughout the shop, show you what the guys are doing and all the cool things that we're working on throughout the week. So thank you so much for joining in. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're interested in more of this content, because we throw it at you at a weekly basis. But let's go ahead and get going and show you what's in the shop. All right, let me show you what's going on over here. Francisco, say hi. All right, let me show you what's going on today, guys. So let's start over here in the wash bay, right? We have these two Harley Davidsons in for our level 3 exterior detail. So basically what that consists of is a full hand wash. We do a clay bar treatment and iron treatment as well with the level 3 exterior detail. And then we go ahead and just do a light primer polish. In this case, because we're just gonna apply a sealant tool, we're gonna use Rupes UNO to give that nice primer polish and bring back a bit of gloss and shine. And then we're gonna top it off with some Bead Maker to enhance that gloss and add about 3 to 4 months of protection onto the painted and chrome surfaces. So these bikes are in pretty good condition. I mean, for an older motorcycle over here, with this Harley, paint's looking pretty decent, but this one, I mean, that light paint enhancement's gonna get that dialed in pretty good. We do have some bug guts on the front over here, because this one's pretty much driven on a daily basis, actually, this one right over here. So we're gonna get this one cleaned up, add some protection to it. We talked to the customer about ceramic coatings, but sadly I wasn't able to really get him going on the ceramic coatings. He just was not interested in that type of longevity and protection. He'd rather spend the money on a weekly basis getting them washed and resealed every quarter rather than spending it on a ceramic coating. But we try our best to educate the customers and show them why it's better to get your vehicle ceramic coated over just, throwing a sealant on there. But if the customer doesn't want it, the customer doesn't want it, right? So you don't want to be too pushy with your sales pitch. Provide the education and knowledge to the customer, show them the differences between the products, and if they're interested, awesome. If not, just deal with it, guys. You don't want to be too pushy with it. I'm not really a pushy salesman kind of guy, because the last thing I want to do is get the customer to jump into a service or a product they're not really interested in. We spend all the time and effort getting it dialed in for the customer, and they spend all that money, they really don't care too much for it anyway. So our goal is to make people's lives easier, make it better, not just keep their car cleaner longer, but just making sure that their life is better overall, right? That's our goal as detailers. We're not just cleaning cars here and making them shiny. We want to make sure our customers are living better lives with their vehicles, and their overall car ownership experience is better as well. Talking about car ownership experience, this poor thing has not had the best experience throughout its life. It's been sitting at a body shop for about 1.5 years in the Arizona sun, and it has been covered in overspray. We did a heavy clay bar treatment and decon on this. I mean, we spent about an hour clay barring this surface, and there's still some slight overspray on some of the body panels. So at this point, there's not really much we can do about that. This thing really needs a complete paint job. There's so much paint failure and defects on the surface, and let me go ahead and walk you through them. So, I mean, just start with the bumper, for example. I mean, look at this thing. You have just paint chipping and peeling everywhere on it. It's pretty bad. You got some cracks in the fiberglass and plastics as well, so just too much going on here. We're very gentle this bumper even during the wash process, and we just did a light polish on the areas that still have paint. Besides that, we went ahead and did a light polish on the rest of the vehicle. This to bring a little bit of clarity back to the panels that we're able to bring it back to. But as you can see, even the hood, man, I mean, it's completely oxidized. You're running into crow's feet over here, and I'll explain what those are in just a few moments as well. But yeah, it's in really, really rough condition. We do recommend that this gets repainted sooner or later if they're looking for a better result. But customers looking just to get it cleaned up and sell it real quick. So the engine bay is actually really nice, because it does have a rebuilt engine, a couple modifications. So it runs really well. Just the aesthetics and the quality of paint and body is not very good. But Francisco is getting the interior dialed in. So how you doing, man? You all right? Yeah? What you using right there? What's in that bottle? It's
P&S interior cleaner.
Interior cleaner from P&S? Yeah. We like our Express interior cleaner. It's pretty good stuff. We dilute it 50-50 because full strength, man, it's just way too foamy and it gets all into the buttons and everything like that. We think a 1-to-1 dilution actually works really well for even moderate to heavy cleaning. If we need a little bit more quick kick, we add it to the solution. So, but besides that, guys, Francisco's gonna get that dialed in. After that, we're gonna go ahead and jump on the motorcycles today. Those are gonna get out of here at around 4 to 5 o'clock this afternoon. And then this bad boy is gonna get delivered on Friday. So we have this Camaro, 2015, I believe, or 16. 15 or 16, something like that. But we're gonna be doing a one-step one-step polish on it. And then we're gonna go ahead and top it with our 3-year ceramic coating as well. So we're gonna be using a primer polish like always from Dr. Beasley's because it's just that good. We've been using it on pretty much everything. We pretty much opted out all of our traditional compounds and polishes when it comes to for ceramic coating services. So we're using dedicated primers for all of our ceramic coatings because it adds more gloss and shine. It's safer for the paint and it just corrects better overall. We get better results with it. So overall, the paint on this is not that bad. Let me go grab a scan grip real quick. Got the scan grip. Let me show you what's going on. This silver paint, so it's going to be a bit harder to see. But not that bad. We do have some swirls and some regular marring and stuff, you know, the usual. But it's not too heavy. I would say it's moderate. A one-step primer like NSP 95 is going to take care of all of that for us. All we got to do is go ahead and tape around all the vinyl pieces and the matte pieces as well. And then we're all set to go ahead and start correcting this. So today is Wednesday. Probably get correcting on it tomorrow, get it coated, let it sit overnight for a full cure, and then it will be delivered Friday. So this is gonna look pretty nice. We got this beauty over here, this Toyota Prius. I wonder whose Prius this is. Whose Prius is this, Francisco? No idea, huh? No idea? It's Francisco's Prius. This is legitimately the cleanest Prius in the state of Arizona, officially. So Francisco's PPF the whole front end on this thing. Did a one-step paint enhancement on it, and then Francisco applied bead lock from Shine Supply. He wanted to try it out. So this is like their 4 to 5 year coating over here. He applied it just for fun. Pretty easy to use coating, looks pretty good, beads really well. I was actually super impressed with it. It's not something that we use on customers' vehicles, but we like trying out new things on our own vehicles just for fun, just to see the results. So yeah, really nice looking Prius, all cleaned up, all freshened up. So besides this, guys, these are going to be our only projects for today. We do have 2 consultations coming in later today. So with those consultations, we're going to be going over specific things like differences between a paint enhancement, a 1-step and a 2-step paint correction, and also going over some of our ceramic coating options as well. And, you know, if you're a detailer watching this or a business owner in any type of service-based industry, one thing I would like to recommend to you guys is come at all your consultations and all your phone calls and all your emails from a customer perspective. I feel like we try to act really fancy and make things super complicated to customers that might not even know about the things that you're talking about, right? If a customer is asking you about a wash and wax or trying to get their vehicle buffed using terminologies like that, they probably don't know what you're talking about when it comes to nano ceramic coatings and graphene coatings and all that jazz, right? So you want to make sure you're taking your customer step by step, go through the basics, and if you have a feeling that they're understanding that really well, or maybe they already have an understanding about it, then you can start jumping into a couple more advanced terminologies and subject matters and stuff like that. But if a customer comes in asking about a wash and wax, and we actually had this just yesterday, a customer was like coming in looking for a wash and wax on my truck, how much, right? I'm not going to be like, listen, my man, we're going to be doing a full decon, Iron X treatment, a clay bar treatment, and then after that we're going to throw on a polymer, nano ceramic silica infused sealant, right? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm like, all right, sir, you're looking for a wash and wax. Let me explain to you the differences between your usual service that you have previously with your wash and waxes and what we do with our wash and seal, and show you the differences between a wax, a sealant, and maybe if you're interested, a ceramic coating. Take it slowly, take them step by step, and trust me, you're gonna have a much better experience with the customer, and the customer's gonna have a better experience as well. Because the last thing that the customer wants is to be bombarded by all the terminology and crap you're about to throw at them. Because at the end of the day, we're all freaking detailing nerds and we know all this stuff, but customers, they really don't know, and some of them don't really care at the end of the day, guys. And we get that a lot too, and there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes customers don't want to be stressed by all those terms and all that education that you're throwing at them. They just want to know that their car is protected, cleaned, and looking great for a long time, okay? And if that's what they want, and you get that vibe from the customer, then treat the customer that way, you know? The customer, if they want to, if you do things right, they have all that education provided to them online if they want to look it up, right? Our website is decked out with blogs and terms and video content showing customers that even the differences between our services. So if you get the vibe of a customer that they're just looking for some protection on their vehicle and they just want their car looking shiny, you don't have to go through a full sales pitch on a 2-step correction, a 5-year or 7-year ceramic coating. Obviously, we want to sell our customers the best product out there, but sometimes the best for them is simplicity, okay? Because that keeps their life simple, it keeps it easy. If you go to a customer that's never had a coating on their car before and you sell them a 7-year or a lifetime coating with a maintenance program and limited warranties and all this stuff, that's just too much sometimes from a customer who's just looking for a simple wash, light paint enhancement, and sealant that they want to do every other quarter or once a year, right? So these are all things you want to keep in mind, guys. I really hope you understand where I'm coming from. I'm all about providing education and knowledge to your customer, but sometimes we make it a little bit too complicated. So provide that education and knowledge, make it simple, and take your customer step by step at their pace and not your pace, okay? Keep your mind in the customer's perspective, and trust me, it's gonna go a whole lot better for you. So thank you for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you got something out of today's video, got kind of look-see around what's going on. Probably gonna get those bikes done at around 4 o'clock today. I'm gonna show you the before and afters in just a few moments, so make sure to stay tuned to see the results of all the vehicles that we finished for today, and I will talk to you guys soon. Remember to subscribe, like, throw your questions in the comment section below, and hope to talk to you soon, guys.